audience. You know, people are expecting this to be a professional show. So please,
well,
quiet.
it's nice to want things, John.
Quiet on the set. We're getting ready.
Okay.
Any second now.
Well, good.
It's got. Hey, wait a minute. I see it. Hey, happy birthday to Ginger. Welcome to Ginger Snaps Wednesday, and it happens to be the All-Stars big. Wait a minute. Big birthday.
Birthday bash. This is our birthday bash.
Birthday bash.
Woo! Want to see this? Hi, we've got a cake.
Let them eat cake. That's what I say.
Cake.
Let them eat cake.
We've got some beautiful flowers. We've got some flowers. We've got some stuff. We're gonna paint a birthday cake in flowers. So, and this is really cool. We'll zoom in on this in a moment. Also, we're going to show you, everybody's been waiting with bated breath to know what their birthday present is, right? That you're going to be able to download at the end of the show.
Well. You're going to be able to see it.
We're going to be able to see it.
We're still working on the download
Here's
part.
the birthday present. It's 8 by 10. It's called Garden Pathway. And I will move the cake out of the way. We'll play with the cake a little later. I'm going to move the cake out of the way, you guys, and I'll let John zoom in on that, all right? And we'll do the cake a little bit later. Though having it sit here at a fork in hand, I want you to know that this is huge temptation for moi.
I should probably come over there and take it away from you.
No, I have a fork. I could stab your hand. Don't get between me and my cake here.
Well,
all right, so here's our.
There's the Sammy cam.
Hi, Sammy. Sammy said hi, Sammy.
Sammy came and joined the party.
Sammy's joined the party, and let's just hone in on.
There we go.
This is the. This is our birthday gift to you guys. When at the end of the show, hopefully you'll be able to go to my website and download it. This is a 1-hour step-by-step lesson, 8 by 10 canvas. You certainly could paint it larger, and I think this will be really fun. So hope everybody enjoys that. Tonight we're going to be painting this fun.
Do you have the picture that we did it from?
What?
The still picture, the photograph.
Of this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the other room.
Of course it is.
This is our. John took a photograph of our cake and these flowers. And incidentally, I just want to mention right now that these flowers came to us. These beautiful flowers. Look at this. Aren't these not gorgeous?
Let me back out a little bit so they can see.
Sure, back out. These flowers came to. They were in our mailbox today, and it says, "Ginger, many happy returns. Love from my heart, A.J. Herbert." So, A.J., we thank you very much for those flowers. And
absolutely gorgeous flowers.
That's absolutely beautiful. There's tulips and roses and carnations. Absolutely gorgeous. So we did a painting in honor of those. And you can zoom in on our painting again, John, if you want to.
I will. Let me do that.
All right. Now this is a 6 by 8, and I'm suggesting a little 6 by 8 canvas. This is the kind of thing you learn to paint. Maybe you could write, for instance, a happy birthday up here, something like this. It'd be a cute little birthday card to send somebody. Sometimes on YouTube, thank you. Those guys on Facebook, thank you for all my birthday well wishes, and those of you who left them on YouTube. And sometimes it's kind of fun to have your own. I saw a really cute one today. It was Van Gogh's, or rather Monet's lily pads, and instead of flowers, there were little pieces of cake. I was a darling. So anyway, that's what we're going to do today. The colors we've got out are phthalo blue, ultramarine blue, dazzling purple, magenta, cad red medium, naphtha crimson, yellow oxide, cad yellow medium, cad yellow light, and titanium white.
I don't see the white. Is it a new kind of white?
Are you just being funny?
No, ma'am.
There's no white out here. I'm sorry, John. Did you miss the fact that
apparently my eye need to go in for my eyes.
Did you miss that there's no white here?
I just didn't see it.
John really, if he wasn't a computer programmer, he really should have been a comedian in another life. That certainly would have been a good occupation, because you said the funniest things,
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
I know. All right, so there's our titanium white. I like to do a log of white, and then I can kind of chop stuff off. All right, so our background is very simple. It's just purple. I mean, can't get any easier than that. Do I have any paper down here? Let's see. I just need a little piece of paper to put under this, and it's way over there.
I'll get it.
I'm locked in here with a microphone and everything. It's not that I'm just too helpless and can't move. I'm literally trapped behind this desk. You notice we have a bigger table. There's a piece of paper right over there. That'll work. That green. Can you grab it? There you go. Thank you. He's crawling back under. All right, so we got to put this on something. So we just got this cute little paper here. All right, so what we want to do is we're going to take some let's move the flowers, get ourselves a little room. The fork is too big a temptation. I'll move it. Let's see. Let's just take a fairly large brush. Let's see. How about a ruby satin silver brush? A number, I think this is a 10, not a 12. We're going to take some dazzling purple, a little bit of white like this. Do you see me mixing that? And maybe a little bit of ultramarine blue like that. Ooh, that's pretty. And let's just come down and across like this and paint this. This is sort of a bright, colorful, happy picture. And it honestly, for those of you who are just tuning in, we're celebrating, my birthday today, and this has been a fun day. And our birthday gift is going to be this, and there's a complete lesson that you can go after the show to our website, gingercooklive.gallery, and we'll have it available to download and to watch. Okay, so that's our gift to you. But today for the birthday, we're just doing this nifty little birthday card that I came up with in honor of the cake we got today and these flowers that AJ sent. Okay, so what we're doing now is just on a little canvas, not paper, you guys. And as I get toward the corner, I'm going to add a little bit more purple and blue and kind of go at a diagonal. You know, whenever you put anything at a diagonal, it says motion. Did you know that? It does. It just says motion. Anyway, on the video, you said you guys said you like stories, so I've got a real soap opera going for you on that birthday gift video. I tell you about the birthday party that I had when I was I think in the 4th grade, where nobody came, and then I talk about the birthday party my mother threw for my sister, and they had to take my mother off in an ambulance.
Oh,
and
that's worth the video watch alone.
Yeah, that's worth the video watch alone, because we have a very strange family. And you know, these are people, you got to understand, my parents, my adopted parents, my dad was my dad was a judge, but they were very conscious of the rules. That, you know, they were real social climbers, totally social climbers, and they read Emily Post like it was and underlined it like some people underline the Bible, you know, and etiquette, and for instance, after September 1st, you didn't wear white. Really, who cares, right? I mean, honestly, maybe just in Seattle, you just didn't want to get the white dirty from all the dirty rain. But I don't know what the deal was. But you have to appreciate their etiquette stuff was just off the wall. And there was comments like, what if you had to eat at the White House? Would you eat like that? I'm thinking, who's going to ask me? You know what I mean? But okay, you know, I mean, they had some funny comments about stuff. And John, believe it or not, his family wasn't that different. We were comparing notes, and his mother said the same thing. What if you had to eat dinner at the White House? Now, maybe John and I will get invited to eat dinner at the White House. I certainly hope, probably not this White House, but maybe another one. But, you know, it's very funny to me because maybe it was prophetic, but I think that I don't know if that was just something everybody in that generation had parents that age said or what, but my parents were very, very cognizant of the rules. So when you listen to this crazy story about my mother, you're going to wonder, where did this fall into the etiquette thing? Because it's bizarre, right? My parents were nothing if not bizarre and very incongruent. That would be the nice way to put it. Very incongruent. So you have a little bit darker up in this corner. See what? So we're talking, right? So the movement's kind of slanting down. We're kind of directing our eyes toward the cake. And also, if you wanted to, here's our picture. If you wanted to later, you could write something really nice in here. If you were to do this for a card for somebody, it'd be real pretty. Or,
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
That yellow that doesn't have a label, who is that?
That's the Cad Yellow Light.
Okay. And then another question is...
Sure.
We've got to find it. Ginger, have you ever messed up a painting big time, although you tried your very best?
Oh, sure. Oh, everybody's messed up a painting big time and tried your very best.
You wouldn't believe how many paintings we paint over.
You know, sometimes you just think, this was a terrible idea. Plan B, which is something else. One time somebody said to me in a class, and you don't understand the restraint I have, because, everybody messes up. But this one lady brought in this painting that she'd made up, and she couldn't remember what she was trying to do with it. And she got, I just need some suggestions. And I'm looking at it. My first thought is fire, you know. Let's have a bonfire. That'll be the first thing we'll put on it. Then we'll throw in a couple of my duds too. Everybody's got some duds, right? But here's an interesting thing about duds. Sometimes, I remember one time I had this painting that I didn't like it at all. And I just put it out in the trash. I wasn't even willing to paint over it. It had a lot of texture on it, and I was just put it out in the trash. I was a neighbor walked by and grabbed that like she just found hidden gold, and later told me, "Oh, I was so excited to get that painting. I just love that. That painting means so much." So sometimes we're our own worst critics, you guys. You can't. On the other hand, you don't want your name out there on junk either, you know. So, you know, if you want to give it away, don't sign it. Don't let anybody know it was you. That's the thing. Just don't sign it.
Hey, Ginger, what'd you do today for your birthday?
So what did I do today for my birthday? Well, we had this house guest, remember, that took us out to dinner last night, and that was the end of my evening. Right after the show last night, I just crashed and went to bed and tried to feel better. And then we took him to the airport. Let's see, we stopped by we live in a subdivision, and we had to stop by, and the January dues are due, and of course we waited till the very last day, and I called her, and she said we could come in February 1st instead of January. We filled out the paperwork to do a, and wrote her a check, and you know, I lived in this subdivision almost 25 years before I discovered that I could make installments on that stuff and having to give them a big hunk of money right after Christmas. But anyways, you have to sign a paper each time, and I couldn't manage to make it over there in January, so we got that done. And then we went to the store, and we got this pink stuff for the set tonight, and a balloon.
Pink stuff, pink stuff.
Balloon, right? Balloon,
and the cake.
And we got the cake. And there's this, I got to thank the little girl. Her name is Alex. She works at the H-E-B in Vintage Park in Houston. And she put this plate cake had no flowers on it. See? There were no flowers on this.
I'll tip up to it.
Look.
There
were no flowers on this cake.
I got it, boss.
Okay, there were no flowers on this cake. And she put the flowers on for us. And we watched her do it. Wasn't that sweet?
And it's amazing how they do it. I wouldn't have done it that way, but she knows what she's doing.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's a lot of.
Cool.
It's so funny how many ways you wouldn't have done something, John. It's so funny to me, right? I wouldn't have done it that way. Like that means something.
Slide your palette up, please.
Slide your palette up. There you go. Here you go. All right.
Thank you.
Sorry. So now what we have to do here. And then we went out to. John said, "Where do you want to go for your birthday dinner?" And I'm going, "Oh yeah." Then I painted this today, this little birthday cake from the flowers that came and the cake. And then we were going to go out to dinner, and normally we would have gone out somewhere fancy for dinner, but after last night, I was afraid, right? So I just said, let's just go to our favorite restaurant in town, which is the Sweet Tomato, which it has it's just all, giant buffet of vegetables and salads and stuff. It doesn't seem to upset anybody's stomach. And seniors get a great deal.
Oh, now you're giving them a hint on how old you are. They're asking.
Oh, well, we're not telling, but no. I suppose you could look it up on Facebook. I mean, it's not a big secret. But anyway, I'm going to dry this now.
Oh, but right now? Oh, good. I have nothing to show anybody. I'm certainly old enough to qualify for Medicare certainly old enough to qualify for Medicare and get senior discounts. So there you go.
Did you know what my ex-husband used to do before he was older? He's like 10 years older than me. Before he was old enough to get a senior discount, he'd just say the year he was born and say, "Are you a senior?" He never lied. He just said the year he was born. And since nobody seems to be able to add these days, they say, "Oh, okay." All right. Just said the year he was born. I thought that was so funny. Oh, and can I talk about what you got for our...
For your present?
Yeah, the one online, what we talked about with Tesco?
No.
No.
Now wait. Before you do that, do you see all the pink things that are all over the place? Do you see the cake that's in the way? I just want you to visualize what's about to happen to the cake. Should I move the cake?
Move the cake.
I mean, the cake's the most important thing. I plan on eating the cake.
All right, move the cake. We're going to blow pink things everywhere. John, you should back up and show them what we're talking about. I'd be blowing pink things to smithereens right here, right? You guys have got to see this. Because I had no thought about that. I would have moved this, right? See? I mean, imagine the hairdryer on this stuff going, whoo!
Look at all that. She's about to blow it.
Okay.
Let's at least protect the cake.
Yeah, protect the cake, you know, and then let's move some of the pink stuff. It's very nice, but perhaps we could move it all over that way. Oh, he's going to put it in the... oh, there goes my pink stuff. Oh, that's my party. It's my party stuff. There goes my party. My party isn't...
not over.
But it's not over yet.
No,
There's my
nothing's
party.
over.
Wait, where are you going with my party stuff? Party
Just
stuff?
preventing you from having to clean up off the floor.
Oh, well, I wasn't going to do it. You were.
I had all me. Okay.
Just...
Now...
I can dry. All right, I'm drying now, okay? We're drying now, all right? Everybody's...
Wait, I got to turn you down.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
Wow,
The good
so
thing there's
many
at least one of
things,
me.
right? So many things, you
I
guys.
know.
Great fun, right?
All right, go. Okay, while she's doing that, I have absolutely nothing ready to show you because we were ready at the last minute putting the camera together. You notice she has a new table. I got her a big 6-foot table instead of her little 4-foot table. And I had to redo all the camera work. And so that just totally put me way behind. I didn't trash her party. Come on, guys. We're doing the best we can with what we got. And there, see how things are just blowing around when she's doing that? I'm telling you. All right, I'm going to hope to have some more things up. Now, the birthday party, oh, she's done already.
It's okay. Go ahead.
The birthday gift, I have finished it on the website, but I still have some links to put into it. So be patient with us because we're a little bit behind of all of our chaos. But we'll have it ready.
Who's got chaos? I have no
Me,
chaos.
I have chaos.
Do you have the apple painting I can show too? Do you have that? Is that somewhere? You know the little apple painting for
Yeah,
tomorrow?
that's you did that on
It's over here somewhere.
all right, I'll look. Let me get you back where you can paint and I can go
Okay,
look.
all right. He's going to go look for that. Okay, so what we got to do here is draw this on. That would be my best guess. We're going to draw it on here. Oh. Well, where'd my drawing pencil go? Ah, here it is. Oh, okay. All right, here we go. We're going to draw this on. We're going to come up. This is really kind of easy. We're just going to come over. This is little, right? So I'm going to come down over here about, I don't know, about 3 fingers from the edge, about 2 fingers up. And I make this little square, little rectangle, like that. Okay. See that little rectangle? And then on the top of that, I'm going to put a circle, like a little oval, like that. Then I'm going to put another little oval underneath it, like this. Make sure the sides are straight up and down. Sometimes it's easy to get that kind of messed up, right? Let me see, how many fingers is that? That's 4 fingers wide. I'm a little short here, so let's make it a little wider. I like chalk because you can erase it. This is a little white charcoal pencil. It's pretty easy to, like Conte, it's really easy to erase with chalk. Okay, and how many fingers is that? About 2. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. All right, there's the cake, and then next to the cake, we're going to come up here and just do a little oval bowl like this, almost like, think of parentheses brackets like that. Do you see it? And then come on up here like this, and then just come up, and let's just have a little bowl setting right here, and then we'll give it a little foot. And it's got a little space between the bowl and the cake. All right. I mean, that's really, all the drawing there is in this. I guess we could put the tulips in. They kind of cross over one another, the stems, like this. Here's some tulips, like that. All right, so there's some tulips. There's our cake. I think I'm a little high on the cake here. I'm going to come out and say, here's my little cake tray. All right. And this is really very simple. You could do any cake. Just go to the, just sneak around to the bakery and take some pictures. You don't have to just buy one, right? And take some pictures. All right, so now the cake is white and a little tiny bit of yellow oxide. It's sort of like an off-white color, all right? And we're going to just pull that on here like this. Make sure that the sides are straight up and down, like this. You find it? Oh, that's it. That's our cake. Ha-ha. That's our apple, okay? Did your mother ever say you can't have your cake and eat it too? What nonsense is that?
That was the French one.
I don't know. No, Mary Antoinette, the people said let them eat cake. And actually, she never said that. She got a bad rap.
So
she was She was a very nice person. If you ever watched a movie about her, she apparently was a very nice person. Poor little princess got married off at a young age, had no choice, was just sort of stuck, and life was rough for her, and then they beheaded her. It was all very sad. All right, so now we're going to have a little more white to get the top of the cake here like that. Here's our, it's a little bit lighter up here at the top. Now that's pretty easy. You got it, you guys, you got it bit. That's pretty good, right? And then we're just going to come down a little bit lower with our cake down here at the bottom like that. And I'm using a little ruby satin silver angle brush. This is a 1/2 inch. It's a pretty good brush for that. And I'll just take a little bit of the yellow oxide and just use the corner of it and just come up here like this. This doesn't take long. Look, if this is a birthday card for someone, don't spend like 10 hours on it, right? Do the best you can in about an hour, hour and a half, and then that's your card, right? They're going to appreciate it because you hand painted it, probably frame it, and they'll appreciate it. So you don't make yourself nuts on this, all right? Well, let's put a little shadow under here like that, and let's see, the light's coming from here, so this side of the cake's going to be a little bit darker like this. We'll just make that a little bit of shade like that, little yellow oxide, make that a little darker. And there we are. Now, I'm going to take some white and just kind of outline. There's a little bit of
we are so
yellow
close
on
to
the
300.
brush. What's the matter?
And we are so close to having 300 people on here live at a time. We're at 298.
Oh, you guys.
We were
Hi.
talking party.
Thank you very much.
Get two more people. Come on.
Party.
Do it.
Two more people.
Party. Party.
Party.
Come on, people.
Oh, that's great, you guys. We never had that many, so thanks very much. All right, do you see what I'm doing here with this? I'm just sort of, kind of outlining the vase there a little bit. Just we'll come in and kind of erase some of that, but that's our vase color. And then let's rinse this brush off. Just wipe it on a rag here. Let's see, find a smaller brush. Next challenge. Smaller brush. What do I got? Those are 1/2 inch. What are these? What brush is this? Ah, this is good. This is a 3/8 inch. These angle brushes, I'm telling you what, they are the best. I love them. I'm so mad for the angle brushes. I love these, all right? So how high is my vase here? It's about 3 fingers tall. Okay, I guess I'm okay. So I'm going to come up here with some white now. And I'm going to come right up here and I'm just going to tap in using this little brush, this first flower, okay, like that. And then I'm going to come over off the side of the vase, just using titanium white. And I'm just going to start tapping in my flowers. I want this one a little bigger. And then I've got some sort of little, like, carnation over here, so I'm just going to do some little dots like that. Just tap it in here like that. And guys, you want to zoom in on it for me?
Yeah, let me do that.
Because this is so small, no one's going to have any idea what I just painted. All right, so I'm going to just tap in this one too, some sort of little flower here. And then one over here, just sort of tapping it in. This is very loose, okay? loose, you guys, very, very loose, all right? Now, those are these flowers, and all right, let's just make that one a little bigger. There we go. All right, we got those flowers. Now, meanwhile, back at the ranch, we've got this white on here, like this. So let's just take a little more white, maybe widen this out a little bit here, like that. So just widen this face out just a hair. Make sure I've got that. And I think I'll just take some white and just come down here where these tulips are going to be and put those in. I have to, well, I'm going to put one here. I'm going to not put one there. I'm going to put one right here. Okay. Right like that. There's my 3 flowers. All right. Now, just going to come back up here to Naphtha Crimson. I want to come back up here and make it like a tulip, which is like a U. Does that make sense? Like a U or V. And then I'll take a little bit of ultramarine blue with that, make a darker color, and come up in the center. So there's the center of this tulip. Okay. Then back to the red, and I'm going to come over here and say I've got some sort of little tulip up this way. But just put them in at first. Maybe over here. There's one coming off of here. And I'm going to rinse my brush because I've got some of that purple on it and want a little brighter. Just, I guess I'm using Cad Red Medium here at this point. Here we go. There we go. Here's the tulip. I've got one over here. I'm going to make this one a little bigger. And maybe we'll put one up here like this. Okay, you can add some more flowers. This is okay. It's a flower vase. I mean, it's really fun. It's different when you go to the store and you got to buy this stuff. You know, then you're going, oh, I only can do 5 flowers or whatever you can do. Now let's just take a little white while it's still wet.
We have reached at 3:03.
Hey, you guys! Thanks for joining our birthday bash. This is fun. If you just joined us, we're painting this birthday cake right here. Like this is what we're painting. This birthday cake picture, but the free painting, the one that I'm giving, the free lesson I'm giving away is this one.
Whoop, let me back out,
a little bit back out.
Meow.
Is this one, and that will be, if you go at the end of the show, this will be available on our website for all our fans. This is my
Shortly
birthday
after
present.
the end of the show.
Shortly after the end of the show.
John's
John
not
wants
paying attention.
John wants
hey,
30
I'm doing
minutes.
the best I can, guys.
John wants 30 minutes, but you know, tonight we'll have it for you, and you can download it and can own it. And this is my birthday gift to you guys. All right. In the meantime, we're painting this, so if you ever have to do a birthday card for somebody, you can. So here we go. So here's a little bit of the light color here on the tulip, right, like that, kind of little highlight, like that, and get in the habit of having a little bit of a rag next to your palette that you can wipe off with, that you can tap off. That's a very helpful thing to do. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of naphtha crimson now. Go over this. There we go. And then I want a little bit of red behind that, like that. Okay, so far so good. And as long as I'm doing that, I'm going to come down here and put the red on top of these. You're going, well, that's easy. All right, so far so good. It's not too hard. Everybody's good. Now, let's take some little white on the brush now, and a little bit of, let's take a little magenta and a little white. That might be fun. A little magenta. That's not magenta. Huh. What's that? I don't know what that is. Wasn't magenta. Quadrichrome magenta. Let's try again. Maybe it is, but it doesn't look like magenta to me. Let's try this side and see if I get a magenta here. All right, there we go. I don't know what that was, but it looks brown. All right, magenta. Let's just come up in here like that and dot on a little bit of this pink color here like that, and the same here. We're just going to tap it on like that for our carnations. Little pink flower like that. Now I'm going to come back with a little white. Just tap on a little bit of white there like that. I mean, this is so easy to do. I just can't tell you how easy this is to do. Once you get the hang of this, you're going to say this is a little bit lighter right here, a little bit lighter back here, the top of here, maybe one side. Let's give this side a little bit lighter like that. Here's your tulip here. And you're going, huh, that's all you're doing? Yeah, that's all we're doing. I mean, it's really simple. But when you're done, let's see, let's put this side by side, John, or something like that, because people can't see what we're doing. I'd rather have them see this. Back out, zoom back out a little. I want
Gotcha.
people to see what we're painting, because otherwise they're just going, this looks like, this doesn't look great, Ginger. How's this working? And this is how this is working. This is how you do it. So, all right, so while that's drying, let's work on the cake, all right? So I'm going to take some white paint, all right, and a little yellow oxide, all right, a little bit of white paint and yellow oxide. I'm going to come over the top of the cake and make these little curvy things. You know, that's the frosting part that goes up here on the edge.
The curvy
A little bit of
things.
white, a little bit of yellow oxide, right? And just come over here and kind of finish the edge off of the cake.
Oh, I like this, Ginger. You have to listen to this. In Ireland, Ginger, did I hear you mention senior? In Ireland, we say that you are 21 and a bit. And it's no one's business how big the bit is.
Oh, there you go. Well, I just thought, see how we've got 1 on the cake? I think I'm 1, and next year I'll be 2. Do you like it?
I think so.
I think I'm 1 today. How old are you today? I'm 1. Starting over. I like it.
It's a reboot.
It's a reboot. We're just rebooting. All right, so there's sort of our frosting. You see that kind of around there? And then we'll do something down here at the bottom of the cake too, like this. Boop, like that. There we go. Now, we'll take a little bit of, you see me always pinching the brush off. Here's a little yellow oxide, and we'll just come underneath that and add a little shadow like that underneath it, and in front like this. right here. Let's take some of that color. I like that. There you go. A little bit of shadow right here. Maybe between these, like that. A little bit of a shadow. All right, and let's see. I'm looking up here going, this needs to be a little higher, this one right here. There we go. All right. Kind of fix the roundness on that. And we've got a shadow going this way. Let's do a second coat of paint here and take this, another coat of light paint now, and bring sometimes you know, particularly over something dark like purple, you've got to paint this again. You've got to paint your cake in again. Here's a little yellow oxide going this way. We're going to say the light's coming from the right, okay? Like that. I'm just going to bring that up a bit. So we're just making some adjustments as we paint. Then we'll put the flowers in here, right? So while that's drying, wow, we're just moving right along here. While that's drying, let's take a little bit of some dark purple here, and come back underneath the underneath our vase. Make a little bit of a shadow underneath our vase, like this, and then come around our cake here. We'll just have a little bit of a shadow underneath here like this. Doesn't have to be too much, and then maybe we'll put some shadows over here where our flowers are. Something like this, crossing over where our leaves are, like this. And then I want some dark up here on this side of the vase. This is just purple. Keeping this very simple. Put a little dark up here in the middle. Okay. Maybe some dark right here down toward the bottom. And then let's come in here like that. And using just the edge of your brush, thin this line up. You don't want a real thin line. One of the easiest ways to make a thin line is to make a fat line and then take another line next to it and skinny it up. All right, so here's some, here, let's wipe, that's too much paint here. Let's just wipe that off here, and let's just say, there we go, like that. So there's some light in here like this, and like this. Now, then up here like that. Okay, now I've got to dry that a little bit. You know, this has to be dried a little bit. Make this shadow a little bigger, okay? There we go, make that line thinner, okay? Just try to keep this as easy and simple as you can. If you make this real difficult for yourself, then you won't have any fun painting it. Okay, so there's, like I say, there's our cake. I still need a little bit of a dark shadow under all these. Like that. All right, and we'll come back and fix those. Let's take a little white and purple and lighten this up under here now. Let's come under here like this and lighten this up. Just a little bit of white and purple. And we're not saying where the table is. This is the secret with this picture. We're not saying where anything is. We're not saying that there's a table here. It just, the background, a little bit of ultramarine blue, the background and the foreground all sort of blend into each other. The only explanation we're giving this at all is the fact that it's a little bit lighter in the front, okay? That's all we're saying. It's a little bit lighter in the front. Maybe not even that light. We'll put a little magenta with that too. Okay. Maybe not even that light. Okay, so I'm going to warm this up just a bit. But there's our foreground. Okay. And I add a little tiny bit. I warm this up a bit. Add a little bit of magenta, kind of sneaking around our flowers here. Coming back up here like this. Add a little more white. So by the time we get over here, it's all very light. We're pretty good there, right? So it's all very light. We're just keeping this very simple. So later, you could write some birthday wishes up here if you wanted to. All right, so while that's drying, come back here with the white. I'm going to make this flower a little bigger. Okay, there we go. Just come back here. This flower is getting a little bit bigger. I'm happy with this one. All right. Now take some cad yellow light and just tap this in here like that on top of here. Okay, and the same thing on this one. I'm going to tap in some cad yellow light and a little bit of yellow oxide, just a tiny bit, just a few little dots in here too at the base. Most flowers should be at least two colors, you guys. not just one. All right, the base, there's a little yellow oxide. Now what we can do now is take some phthalo blue and a little bit of cad medium, and let's make a bright green color, and then add a little tiny bit of yellow oxide to it. Okay, so that has a little bit of red in it. Let's start down here with some stems in our vase, and you want them kind of crisscrossed like this. Maybe you want one that's a little darker, got a little more blue to it. Maybe you've got some darker stems coming down this way, and they're sort of crossing over into the vase like that. You don't really see where they are, and they come down like that. It's our stems. Now if they don't show up, just take a little bit of white paint and come over the top of a couple of them. Just like that. There we go. Just, and maybe in a couple places, not the whole stem. You're going to say that there's our stems in the vase. Then let's just come up and start putting in some leaves. All right, so here's a leaf like that. You can use the angle of the brush to make the leaves. You can say, and we're going to start pulling in. I'm going to put a little ultramarine blue with this, make a dark green. We're going to start putting in, filling in the centers of our flowers with some darker colors. All right, and then we're going to say, here's a little bit of a, let's make this lighter. Here's a little bit of a bright green. Some leaves coming down here like that. Maybe you want to put some here, like that. There's some leaves. Now I feel like I've got a little hole up here where, you know, when I did this flowers, it feels a little off center. So that's easy enough. That's easy enough to fix. If this happens to you, it doesn't matter. Don't panic and think, oh, I got to start over. Maybe you want to add another flower up this way. You know, let's just put one over here. That'll sort of balance this out. Okay. Like that. Let's just put one here. See, that's easy. And then maybe we'll put another little one. How about a couple little green leaves coming up this way? Like that. And then going this way. This can be so freeing to do this because you're you've got a lot, again, you've got a lot of leeway. All right. So, all right, so there's, and we've almost got our flowers in now. Let's just make this a little darker. Okay, and I think I want another yellow flower over here. I think I want this one to be yellow. And yellow and purple are complements, all right? So, and that doesn't mean, you know, that means that they're opposite each other on the color wheel. Remember I told you always going to be dark? So when you put yellow and purple together, it's very nice to the eye. So I know someone's going to ask, why did you pick this background color? It's very nice to the eye to do that, all right? Extremely nice. All right, so we're going to come in here now and darken up some of these around the stems a little bit. Maybe darken it up in here like this. There we go, just put some dark. All right. I haven't put any highlights really anywhere, but we can certainly do that. That's on this part of the vase. Now, let's take some green and add some stems for our tulips here. And when you're doing that, bring some yellow or some, you know, kind of light green up over the top, the base of the flowers. Try to get that. And then here's some, maybe they've got some leaves coming this way. Okay, like that. So there's that. And I might bring this one flower out a bit. That's easy to do. A little magenta, a little, here, let's just bring this flower out a bit, out in front. Let's just bring that one. There we go. Okay, and then put a little white with it, little highlight, little white highlight. Okay, there's some flowers there. So, all right, let's put some flowers on our cake. I'm going to start in here like this and just tap in a little rose like that, just making little dots, kind of like a little circle. This is very, the detail won't be in the red. It will be in the white highlights on it. And here's another one up here, a little bit taller. Those are little roses. Okay, and then as long as I'm doing that, I'm going to tap in some little roses coming around the cake like this on the bottom. But you guys may be cake decorators. You could probably make a cake fancier than this, you know. Just saying. But, you know, this is what we, a little cake, little down here around the bottom. And while that's drying, I'm going to open, just take a minute here. I'm going to let that dry for a minute. I want to open a birthday card from...
you want me to zoom out a little bit?
Yeah, zoom out a little bit. Let's just, I'll let you put the screen on me a little bit, right?
Oh, okay. Hold
Okay,
on a
just
second.
so bring it back to me for just a minute. Okay?
And
Right. So
gotcha.
I want to look and see what this nice. We got the birthday balloons. We got the flowers. We got the stuff here. Here's the vase of flowers that we're actually painting. Isn't that fun? You know, you know. So we got our birthday balloons. I'm going to open this from Sharon, our friend Sharon, and I'm going to open the birthday card. And it says, I got to put the glasses on. May your day be filled with sunshine and flowers. Now, wasn't that psychic? Look at that. And she says, this card gives you as much happiness as I have experiencing having you, John and Sammy, in my life. Thank you and wish you great joy today and more to come daily. Do these flowers remind you of something? Yeah, they kind of do. Yeah, they're beautiful, aren't they? You guys, isn't that beautiful? We show that. That's really nice. Thank you, Sharon, very much. And I got, you know, why we're doing that. See, that's nice. I like to do that once in a while. Thanks very much. We try to, you know, respond to the mail we get. We're kind of behind as far as some of the postcards. We have a few more postcards to send out, and you're going, yeah, in what century did you two plan on doing that? Well, we're getting it together. I don't know.
Soon.
And then I got to open this, John, right?
Yes, you do.
All right.
And who's that from?
This is from Angela Maxwell. She's been a fan since day one. I've always appreciated her support. And I'm going to, it's got green paper. All right, let me make sure that and there's a card. There's a card. Okay, make sure I have everything. Should open the card first. Don't you think that's when your mother made you always open the card first, not the gift? You had to be real good, right?
That's what you're supposed to do, yes.
That's what you're supposed to do, right? And, look at that. And this says, hope all your sweetest birthday wishes. And, there's a key. Look at this. A key. Redkin key. Ooh, I'm not sure what that's about. Redkin key. Love all you and all you're doing for the art community. I hope you have the best birthday ever. Good luck with your surgery. Getting this eye done tomorrow. Surgery. This surgery.
And that would be the right eye.
And there's something in here like this. I'm not sure what it was. And then she says, Ginger, sending you this awesome spray bottle. I think it's great, and I hope you do too. I know you have a special thing for a squeegee your paint tubes with. I had that's what the key is for.
Oh,
to
it's
squeegee
one of
your
those.
paint tubes.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Okay.
I'm glad she gave the
Well,
directions.
listen, I'm getting older. I get a pass today, right? No, IQ points. Zip. Another year. IQ points. All right. Sorry. I know you had a special thing for the squeegees and had a few of these, and maybe you're traveling, you might love this one. You can paint it over the spray bottle. So thank you, Angela. Let's see the spray bottle now. This is a nice card, right? Gonna thank you very much. And, now we're going to open it. The green paper. Very festive. Oh, look at this. This is a little spray bottle. See? Oh, it's got little dogs on it. That's cute, but that's nice to have when you're outside or plein air spraying, nice big spray bottle. So thank you very much for that. Thank you, Angela. All right, we can now get back to our painting because it's dried.
So you want me to go back down?
Go back down. Let's just go back down. Thank you for the key. Let's go back down and finish decorating our cake.
Yeah.
All right, so what I need to do is have a teeny weeny brush like this. This is a 0000. These ruby satin silvers, I want to tell you again, those you guys, if you go up to thebrushguys.com, those of you who watched it know I buy these too. They're giving us a discount. If you use the word Ginger Cook, all one word, you get 5% off. And it doesn't, I don't think it matters what you buy on there. Just not my brushes. You can buy any, I think you can buy anything.
Oh yeah, anything from
it's
them.
anything you buy on there, But I recommend the ruby satin silvers because those are the ones I use and I really like them. All right, so I'm going to come in here in the middle here, and I'm just going to take some white, and I'm just going to make some like a little parentheses in here like that, little tiny brush, and There, now I've got my roses like that. Okay, like that. There we go. Little parentheses. And I might come back over with a little bit of pink magenta and touch these and kind of make some of them smaller.
Is Ginger a cat lover?
Ginger likes cats.
Did Ginger have a cat when she was a puppy?
Oh, listen, I had the best cat. I had this cat named Patches. Now, my adopted mother, bless her heart, was she was kind enough to get me a cat. And then my first cat was named Posies. It was yellow. And then someday we'll show you the pictures of yellow. And then I'd go to camp, and then Posies was gone. And the story was he ran away. Well, I think I went through 5 Posies, really, and I decided that must be a bad luck name. So the next cat that came, I named him Patches. And that one hung around. Years later, I found out she was taken into the pound when I went away to summer camp because she didn't want to fool with cats. Okay? No kidding. But Posies, Patches stayed with me forever. And I've got a little green here. I'm going to put some green, little leaves on my roses here in my cake. And so anyway, well, let's just do some leaves like that on the cake, like almost like a herringbone pattern. Come on, this is pretty easy, you guys, isn't it? There you go. Cute, right? Little cake. And so Patches was a calico cat, and my sister's cat was named Kiki, and mine was named Patches. And Patches used to sleep in my room with me, really. And when we moved, the cat came with us and slept in the room, except he wasn't allowed to sleep in the room with me. That was totally against the rules. So he'd hide in the closet. He could be in the house. At night he had to go out. And we didn't have litter boxes or anything like that in the house, but she wouldn't have dreamed of, messing up my house. She never did that, But anyway, she'd hide in the closet till my mother left. And then sometimes I'd put her under the covers, and I'd put my stuffed animals in there too, so she couldn't tell. And she'd go through the bed going, you have a cat in here? And she'd be pushing on the bed, No, I have no cat, right? And so Patches, my favorite story about Patches was that Patches would wait. I went to this private school in Seattle, and it was like almost an hour and a half bus ride each way each day because there weren't that many kids that went to the school, and they had to pick them up from everywhere. And so anyway, the upshot of it is that Patches would wait at the school bus, knew when I got home, and would wait for me. And I mean, most dogs do that. The cat did that. And we had a collie named Lassie, and sometimes she'd be up there with the cat, but for sure you could count on Patches waiting for you. All right. So I thought that was pretty cool. Okay. Now, as I think final up on this. So then I had a pony named Buster, and that was an apt name because he busted everybody, up. He was like a little Welsh pony, and let me turn this over so it's not too confusing. And so I used to have to go down at night, and it's cold. Seattle's cold, in the wintertime, and go down at night and feed him. And that was about a half a block from the house to the barn. And then I'm using a little orange here to put a little bow on our vase here. Okay, like this, and then do a little bow here, and maybe a little something coming off of this way. And so anyway, he would, the dog and the cat. Then we'd run up to the house, and the dog and the cat would give me a head start, like handicapped, and I'd start running for the house as fast as I can. I was probably about 9 or 10, and then the dog would go. The cat would give the dog a head start. And so the dog, they'd get, so pretty soon, and we'd race up to the porch. And then the dog would zoom past me, And then the cat gave all of us a head start, handicapped us both, and would always beat us to the porch. And we did that every night. We had this race up to the house. It was kind of cool, actually. When you think about animals and how smart they are. I think it's kind of cool here, don't you? Let's see, do I have to balance this out a little bit over here with our table?
Did you start a 4th grade birthday party story and didn't finish it?
Well, I was going to say that the in the 4th grade, that's on our new video. That 4th grade party.
Oh yeah, to get that story, you got to
go on. You're going to have to get the free downloadable, video to get that story because absolutely, there's a great one here, but we just have to, wait, right? And that's on that's one on there. All right, so
you don't have any problems with those canvas sheets trying to curl up when you're painting on them?
No, because I don't. The canvas sheets don't come up because I don't use water on them. Okay, so that would be the first thought. You don't use water. I don't think I have to dry the rose. I'm going to put the candle, the little tiny kind of off-white candle, maybe a little bit of white here and a little bit of either yellow oxide or the cad yellow light. And I'm going to come right up here in the center and put a candle right like that.
Can you tell us about that gorgeous painting behind you?
Yeah, this is a big ocean painting. It's not done. Someone said, when do you ever have time to paint yourself? Not often, you know, because I do this all the time, all right? But that big ocean painting behind me is not quite finished. Okay? All right. Now I'm going to dry that real quick, and then we'll finish this up. And I want to just, I don't think anything's going to go anywhere. Are you ready for this? I just have to dry this candle.
That's all right. I turned you down. She's going to dry the candle. We want to tell you about the 9-day or the 7-day membership for $9.95 on our website. Right now, we are offering you, if you sign up for that, one of the lessons that you paint, you can turn that in for the personal art coaching, which we commonly refer to as the Ginger Pack. That way, you'll be able to experience the full benefit of the personal art coaching, even with a 7-day membership.
I'm going to make this flower a little bit bigger. I think I got a little cheap on the rose here. I'm going to expand this one. Don't you love acrylics? Because, you know, it doesn't really matter. You can add some stuff if you need to. Don't you love it? Okay, and then I want to take some yellow right up in here. You know, and that Patches ended up living with my Patches and Kiki ended up. My sister was 3 years older, and and so the cats ended up at her house, and they lived a bunch of years. Those cats lived a long time. They were really great. And then later on, when I was married to Cinnamon's dad, I had another cat. And I've always had cats. It just we had another cat, and that was kind of cool. I want another flower off of here somewhere. I think I want one right here like this. I'm going to just say I want another little red flower here with a little white on it. See, this is what I love about bouquets. It's not like you can just go back to the store and buy another flower to balance out your stuff, right? So here we go.
Well, here's an interesting question for you.
Yeah?
When will Ginger have a meet and greet for her fans?
Well, that was an interesting thing. When will it have? Somebody invited me to do one in England. Can you imagine?
Cheerio.
Cheerio. She did. Someone said that she was going to do something. I'm thinking, I don't know how I'd get to England. You know, not
I believe
soon.
airfare. You know, airplane.
You know, well, good show. Boy.
Well, you know, we could take a cruise, transatlantic cruise.
We could take a cruise. You know, it just I didn't mean how does one get to England, John? I meant how does one pay for getting to England, which is an entirely different story altogether.
It is indeed.
All right. So let's take a little bit of white here. I'm going to take that, and I want to just do a little highlight on this face like this. Just come across like this. There we go, like that. There we go. Barely touch it, kind of dry brush it. There you go.
Now you make it look like glass.
Now we've got this glass face, right? That's pretty good, right? Don't you think that was, you know, that's pretty fun, right? And that was a kind of a neat deal here. I might put a little bit more white up in this flower. Here's our birthday cake, and here's this one. I think you could get the idea. Might want to make these. Let's just do a little more with those stems here. You really needed so little paint for this. You could practically take it right out of the tube. I just want to make sure I've got some bigger greenery coming this way on those, right? And I don't know, maybe I could have decorated this some more here. Maybe some more green coming underneath here like this. I need some more green on the bottom of that cake, but I think all in all we're pretty good. Maybe we need a little, do we need something coming off of this way? That's pretty, I like that color. A little bit of white with the green. Oh, I like that. Let's just brighten up a few green. Oh, look at that. Let's brighten up a few green flowers. You know, leaves. All right, that looks good. Maybe we'll have a couple here, down here like that. Like that. Something that fell on our stuff. And to make sure you can see your stems here. Don't lose your stems. Okay. And that, you guys, is our. You've got to admit that's fairly easy, quick way to do this. And I got a card from John. I want to show you, John. Everybody said, where's John's card? Here's John. Happy first birthday, Ginger. Do you love it? There's John's card.
Oh, you want me
right
to go
there.
to you?
Yeah, you can see me. Yeah, let's go
I can
to
see
me.
you.
Yeah, you can come and see me. This is good, right? This crazy balloon here. So, this is nice. Ooh, look at this. This is fancy. Ooh, right?
Fancy.
And it says, there are probably more romantic things I could be telling you on your birthday. But when it comes right down to it, I really want to say thank you. Thank you for everything you do for me. Thank you for seeing what it is you see in me. And thank you for being you, as you're amazing. And thank you for making me this happy. These words were so perfect, I just had to get it. This card. Love you, John and Sammy. Isn't that beautiful?
And there's a present there, too.
A present?
There's more.
There's a present?
Not that. Yeah.
Not this? Because we got to show you what we're going to be painting, what we're releasing for tomorrow for our members, right?
Isn't that what you've always wanted? Labels?
Labels. All right, there's something in here. Labels. Oh my gosh. Ginger, I tried to buy the ship, but it didn't work out. So my gift to you on your first birthday is a 7-day romantic cruise on the Lure of the Sea in May. How cool is that? Oh my gosh, that is so fantastic. I love it. All right, that is so great. Thank you so much, John. That is awesome.
I have it on the overcam if you want to.
Wow, do you want to put it down here like that? Look at that. Isn't that just stunning? Look at that. I love you. That is just great. Thank you so much for doing that. That is marvelous. I'm so excited. May. May what?
May.
Okay, May. All right.
I would leave May open if I were you.
Okay, May. All right, leaving May open. And, all right, here's our picture. I wanted to show you guys, too. This is a great show. It's a fun birthday bash. I want to thank everybody for turning out for it. This is see this little apple here? This is a Back to Basics apple, but it's a 2-cookie lesson. And this will be for release for our members tomorrow on gingercooklive.gallery, whether you're a weekly member or a monthly. This is our step-by-step lesson for that. Do you remember how long this one is?
I think an hour and a half.
I think this is an hour and a half on this one, but this is really cool. I love the old wood in this. This is really cool. Don't you think this will go good in our kitchen with the bananas and the other stuff we've been doing? And remember, you guys, this is the our video that we're giving you guys as a downloadable video of all our fans. We're going to have this for the month of February. This will be available free on our website for anybody that wants to come either watch it on our website or download it. And after February, it will be in our store. So,
$11.95.
For $11.95. So this is really, I think.
But there's a special.
That we'll probably do a special after that, and we'll tell you about that. But I think most of you will just get this now. Why not? It's free. Why not grab it? And then you know the thing about a downloadable video, as opposed to watching something on YouTube or say watching something, even on our lives, our gallery site, is that you have to have an internet. When you download, then if you're traveling, you've got an art lesson, to use, which is fun to do. So I think this will be good, and this really goes and falls in line with all our garden scenes, garden path, garden, garden chairs. We have a whole series of garden paintings on gingercooklive.gallery, and I think this fits right in here. And this is a 1-cookie lesson, very, very basic beginner lesson on how to do this. And I think you're going to get it easily, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you guys like that, and I hope you enjoyed our birthday card. And let's see, where's my cake now?
We're going to bring the cake over.
Bring the cake back, man.
Bring the cake back.
We're going to cut the cake. Don't you think we should cut the cake?
I think we should cut the cake.
I think we should cut the cake, you guys. Let's move the paint out of the way. We're going to cut the cake. And speaking of that, a cake pan, just so you know that, see this right here? At the grocery store, this isn't in Europe, but in America, at the grocery store, and I don't know about Canada, the grocery store, they've got these half a cakes, and they have a plastic lid, and these fit perfectly in there.
But not the one I got.
Well, you got a brownie thing. You didn't get the right thing.
Is there a difference between a cake and a brownie?
Oh, yeah, John.
Of course there is.
Of course there is. Of course there is. But it's okay. What educate you? I'll get one next time and show you. All right. So there's our cake. We're gonna get out of there like that. Well, yeah, John does do the grocery shopping. I guess, incidentally, you guys know not to put your little brushes and leave them in water and bend them, right? You got to rinse them out immediately. Just saying. All right, move this out of there. Okay, okay, good. All right. Good. I'm just going to...
Put more icing on it? Oh, you want to try that?
I was going to try that, our little key. It's got to be on one of our tank tubes. All right, here's a look. All right, what'd you do with the knife? Oh, here's the knife. All right, so we got some plates here. All right, we're gonna, I wish you all were here and I would give you a piece of cake. Here we go, John. He's been waiting all day for this cake. Here we go, like that.
The streamer stopped.
Where's our stream?
I don't know. So mine says it stopped. We've been doing great all day.
Are we out?
I think it says it's back.
Oh, good.
I have no idea. It was absolutely perfect all day.
We think
Oh,
somebody...
that's a good looking cake, too.
Isn't that gorgeous? We think somebody last night when we were having such trouble broadcasting, we think some VIP
Was doing something.
Was doing something and had thousands of fans looking. And I'll tell you what, we little art channels can't compete with somebody doing a live show that's got thousands of people watching live, because our little... Nobody can compete with that, right? So I'm sorry we had problems yesterday. YouTube tried to fix a little bit on our video, on our bubble video last night, and they really did. And if you haven't, let's see, where did we put all that stuff?
There's no way to save the chats, guys.
There's no way to save the chats, but listen, we appreciate you subscribing. This was our painting in the rain. I've gotten some of these back on Pinterest. If you look at Ginger Cook Live, all one word, on Pinterest, on this 2017 student gallery. If you've been sending me something on Facebook, I've been trying to pin it up on our Pinterest board, and it does not have to be a member or anything to get on my Pinterest board. Just send me your picture and I'll try to get it up there. And I've just, some of you, I think, actually like some of yours better than what I did. So thanks very much. And I think everybody, that was sort of based off this flower pot lesson, if you haven't done that. And here's your cake, John.
I'm talking to the fans.
He's talking to the fans, so he can't get the cake. But you're going to want to see. I'm sorry. I'm going to take a bite of cake here, as I have to try it, right?
Is
okay,
it delicious?
I win. That's great. That's absolutely fantastic. That's a great birthday.
Let's go back to you, up close and personal.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting hair out of my eyes. Here we go.
You're back.
Yay!
Hey, we want to thank everybody. 310 for a high. Couldn't do it without you.
Couldn't do it without you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the flowers, the gifties. And hope you enjoyed. Let's put our birthday picture back. Hope you enjoyed painting this. And hold it up here like that. Hope you enjoyed painting that. See you write happy birthday there. Fun way to do a birthday card. And someone's going to ask you, could you do this bigger? Food pictures are always kind of fun. You know, you can do it, really exaggerate the cake. That maybe even make it bigger than I did. Food pictures are fun to do. They're cute and nice to hang in the kitchen. So thanks very much and have a fabulous day.
Needless to say, Sammy says goodbye and happy birthday to everyone.
Bye, Sammy. Bye, John.
Bye, Ginger. Bye, Sammy.
Night, John. Night, you guys.